In this video, I'm going to be installing a new door seal on my front door. Stop the wind and the cold air from getting in. I went ahead and took some rough measurements of the door so that I could make sure I bought the right size that would fit. I check on the outside with the door comfortably closed and resting to see what size of gap I have all the way around. And that's an important part when you're buying a new seal, because commonly you'll see them sold in like 1/4 inch. But you got to make sure that you get something that will deal with the gap size that you've got. There's a bunch of different products that you can buy for this. This is 2 different types. The one I had sit in the basement, the springy loaded one, but it's crap. I'm not going to use them on the front door. Could use it somewhere a little bit more light duty. And then I picked up this other one here, which has an aluminum casing for it, so it's better for the weather. If you can find stuff that's got silicone or something, it expands well and it'll survive, but these things don't last forever. But just do your research and try to get a quality product. But be mindful, if it looks and feels cheap, it's not going to last long. So this is the old seal that I'm going to be tearing out, and you can see that it actually has a built-in channel into the wood. So I didn't realize it at the time, but I do sell the seals where I maybe could have just bought it and just kind of jammed it back in. But I have the aluminum frame one, and I'm still happy with that, and I'm going to use it instead of this little groove. So I went ahead and ripped it all out, and I used a Olfa knife and a scraper just to cut the seams where any paint was, and then I used a little scraper to just clean up the area. Once that was all done, I went around and got precise measurements so that I know what length to cut all my new seal. And I'm specifically measuring from the bottom edge to the top edge, so exactly where the door closes, kind of on the frame. I went ahead and transferred my measurements onto the material. I pulled the seal off so that it was out of the way, and I'm using a hacksaw. It's cold outside, but I recommend, if you can, use a grinder with a cutting wheel. It'll do a faster and cleaner job. I used my knife to just cut off the seal that was sticking out after I cut it. You could use snips, scissors, I guess, anything. I dry fit all my pieces before I go to screw them on. The little lip at the bottom keeps the seal off of the door, so I have to go ahead and make a mark so that I can cut just the seal. When I'm installing the pieces, I start on the hinge side of the door. Want to have the door closed and resting comfortably, and then compress the seal kind of halfway. So you don't want it sitting lightly against the door, but you don't want it pushed all the way back. And then you can choose to make some marks with your pencil so that you see where your holes are, or you can just grab your drill and then start tacking it on. Then I went ahead and repeat the process for the other side of the door. Again, really important, don't compress the seal all the way, just kind of get it halfway to ensure that you get as much life out of it as possible. Because if you're overly squishing it, then it's not going to last as long. The top piece is always the most tricky, because you've got the 2 corners, so you need to get it to match up with the seal on obviously the left and right hand side. What I did was I went ahead and measured the width of the actual aluminum casing. Whenever you're doing precise measurements like this, you always want to use like the middle of your measuring tape and not obviously the end, so that you can get a precise measurement. And then I'm going to take the width, and then I'm going to subtract it from my total size of the top piece on the left and the right hand side so that it fits in. I went ahead and screwed the last piece on. And once that was done, I checked to make sure that everything was nice and tight. Closed the door, double check everything, and that was it. Everything was good.